This is Pathway to Recovery, an SA Lifeline Foundation podcast featuring hosts Tara McCausland, who is the SA Lifeline Executive Director, and Justin B., a sex addict living in long-term recovery. We have conversations with experts and individuals who understand the pathway to healing from sexual addiction and betrayal trauma, because we believe that recovering individuals leads to the healing of families.
Welcome to the Pathway to Recovery podcast. I'm your host, Tara McCausland. For those who are frequent listeners, you may be surprised to be hearing from me. I did say we were going to take a break in December, but in truth, I have been thinking of you, and I had some thoughts I wanted to share. So wherever you're tuning in from, whether you're bundled up and shoveling snow or enjoying a warm, sunny day on the other side of the world, and however and whatever you're celebrating this holiday season, I'm grateful that you're here with me. Now, the holiday season is beautiful, meaningful, and deeply symbolic for many, but when you're in the thick of sexual addiction or walking through the devastation of betrayal trauma, this time of year can feel overwhelmingly heavy. Traditions, memories, and expectations collide with grief, fear, and uncertainty, and yet there is something profoundly hopeful about this time of year. A reminder that change is possible, that hearts can soften, that healing can begin, and that redemption is real. So today, I wanted to reflect on one of the most beloved Christmas stories of all time, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, and draw some connections to the recovery journey. Now, most of us know the story. Ebenezer Scrooge, bitter, isolated, consumed by self-interest, receives a visit one Christmas Eve from his deceased business partner, Jacob Marley. Marley warns him that without change, Scrooge's future will be grim. Scrooge is then visited by three spirits: the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Each one reveals something essential: his wounds, his blindness, and the consequences of the path he's on. And by the end of the night, Scrooge is transformed. His heart softens. He chooses to change. Recovery, whether from sexual addiction or betrayal trauma, often mirrors this journey. For the betrayed partner, Christmas past can represent a life they thought they understood, a time when they believed in the integrity of their relationship, the safety of their home, and the reliability of the person that they loved. There's often grief for the life they thought they had, a longing for innocence and trust that they didn't realize had already been broken. Now, for the person struggling with sexual addiction, Christmas past may represent the period when their addiction was hidden, when secrecy numbed the immediate consequences. Yet for many, that past was also filled with shame, fear, isolation, and the exhausting effort of holding everything together in a double life. Both perspectives carry a painful nostalgia almost. The betrayed partner longs for what they thought was real. The addicted partner may long for a time before consequences caught up to them. For someone facing betrayal trauma, the present can now feel disorienting, even cruel. Reality has been shattered. The story they were living in has changed without their consent. Christmas lights might glow, families might gather, carols will be playing, but the betrayal has tainted everything they believed about their life, their marriage, and sometimes even themselves. And for the person in addiction, the present, though painful, may sometimes bring a strange kind of relief. Secrets may finally be in the light, the double life is exposed, and as painful as that exposure is, it may also be a doorway to honesty, accountability, and change. Christmas present often invites both individuals to see clearly, where am I now? What's true? What needs to change? Now, it's this next part of the story that always sobers the audience and Scrooge: the future, the consequences, the loneliness, the pain that grows when change is avoided. For the betrayed partner, the ghost of Christmas yet to come may represent deep fears. Will my marriage survive? How will this impact my children? Will I ever feel safe again? Is healing possible for me, even if my spouse doesn't choose recovery? For the one struggling with addiction, the future can also be as frightening. If they do not change, what will their life look like? What will become of their marriage, their relationships, their own soul? But here's the truth that Dickens wanted his readers and us to see. The future isn't fixed. It wasn't for Scrooge. It's not for you. It's not for anyone. One of the most powerful elements of A Christmas Carol is that moment when Scrooge realizes, if these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the end will be what I have seen. And then he chooses differently. I've been blessed in my own life to witness the healing of my parents' marriage and them as individuals. It didn't happen by accident. It happened through honesty, accountability, humility, surrendering to God, and consistent connection with others. Their change, which has been real, deep, and lasting, gives me hope for every individual and every relationship willing to embrace the hard work of recovery. But I've also seen the opposite. Like Scrooge's deceased partner, Marley, who comes bound in chains of his own making, I've watched people refuse help, reject accountability, and cling to self-centeredness and deceit. And heartbreakingly, the trajectory of their lives becomes disturbingly predictable. The difference between those stories is not luck. It's willingness. It's humility. It's the courage to change. So today, I want to ask you, whoever you are, wherever you are in this journey, if you could glimpse your future, would you change something today? If you saw the pain that avoidance could bring, would you choose honesty now? If you saw the healing that recovery could bring, would you commit more fully? If you saw that you truly could become whole, would you take the next step? So like Scrooge, are you willing to say, I will not be the person I have been. I choose a different path. Not perfectly, not overnight, but wholeheartedly. The striking element of the story, A Christmas Carol, is not in the ghosts or the visions, it's in the message. No one is beyond hope. No heart is too hard. No past is too broken. Change is always possible. I believe that. As we move through this season, whatever it looks like for you, may you feel the hope of your own turnabout, your own awakening, your own chance to write a different story. So whether you are healing from betrayal, working through addiction, or supporting someone you love, I hope you'll remember, this is not the end of your story or theirs. There is a Christmas yet to come, and you have a say in what it looks like. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing healing, honesty, and hope, and may God bless you in your journey forward.
Thanks for joining us. We invite you to subscribe to this podcast so that you don't miss new episodes. And while you're at it, will you please leave us a 5-star rating and review to help us spread the good news that healing from sexual addiction and betrayal trauma is possible. We invite individuals who are struggling to join our virtual or in-person trauma-sensitive 12-step meetings. Meeting times and locations can be found at sal12step.org. You can find quality education at salifeline.org. And we hope that you will follow us on Instagram and Facebook. SA Lifeline is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we welcome donations. SA Lifeline, come heal with us.